Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Paramacharya. Kali is full of so many defects. People do like this, people do like that. He has also described and we have also seen. But there is one very good thing in Kali Yuga, and that is only you go on doing Kirtan of Krishna. You just say Krishna, 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 Krishna. That is enough. If you do it, Mukta Sangha Paramacharya, you will be rid of all sorts of companies and will be absolutely Nisanga, and you will reach the highest goal. And how? Kriteya Dhyayato Vishnu. In the Krita Yuga, you will reach God only by thinking of Him. So you have to spend some time and think of Him. Tretayam Ijato Makhaihi. This is the last shloka in Adhyaya 3. In Treta Yuga, you have to do so many yagas and yajnas. And in Dwapara Yuga, you have to Lord and the devotees, you have to do service to them, physical service to them. Kalauta Dhari Kirtanatri. In Kali Yuga, only by the Kirtana of the Hari, you go on telling only Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Only by Kirtan, by going on, having some music on God, you can get. So, she gives us final advice to Parikshit. Oh Parikshit, I have told what all I have to tell. I am sure there is left an indelible imprint in your mind. Now what you should do? Tandura janmanishyati pasyabuddhi mam jihi. I am going to die. The serpent will come in another few hours. Today is the 7th day. I am going to die. Leave off this buddhi which is befitting only animals. Animals can think I am going to die, but not a man. God has given you some reasoning power. God has given you some methods by which you can know what is the ultimate end of you and who are you. So as such, you live off this idea that you are going to die. Nobody is going to die. Sapne yatha shiracheda. In your dream, don't you see sometimes that somebody is cutting off your head? Do you die? You get up in the morning. So in the same way, what all you see, it is part of the dream drama of the Lord. So as such, nothing happens. These are all only the imagination. So as such, you and I are thoughts, imaginary thoughts. You are a thought. This entire world is a thought. So we are all simply thoughts. A thought is always linked to the thinker. It cannot remain alone. So as thoughts, we are always linked to the Lord. Only thing is you have forgotten Him. So remember Him at all times. Just to go on taking His name, that alone will do. Now, Mrityu cannot come. You just think, Aham Brahma Parandhamana, Brahmaham Paramam Padam, I am the Brahman, I am the Brahman, I am the highest reality. Go on thinking like that. Then, Nadati Shariram Vishwanja Patagatmana. Then you will see neither this world nor this body as different from the ultimate truth. It is the same as your Atman, it is the same as yourself, it is the same as your God, it is the same as your Brahman. As I told again and again, when individually seeing, you call it, this is myself, it is I. I means the self. When you see collectively, then it is called Brahman. When you think individually, it is called self. And there is not 100 selves, there is only one self. And it is there everywhere in all the bodies. So, when from the individual point of view you talk, you call it a self. From the samatya or the totality point of view, when you talk, you call it as Brahman. Again, from certain individuals' point of view, when you talk, because many of them don't think of this Atman, for them you are Rama, Krishna, God, whatever you can think of. Then he says how Vyasa divided the Vedas into 4 so that people can, and then he tells the story of Yajnavalkya, and then we come to the Markandeyas. Markandeya got 16 years, so he will never die from Lord Shiva. He was sitting in his kutia, and then one day Lord Vishnu came and he asked him, "What do you want?" And he said, "I want to see what is this Maya. I have never seen your Maya at all. So I want to see what's your Maya." Okay, you will see. He goes away. The very next day when he is sitting in the evening, suddenly he finds huge gusts of wind, cyclones, Andi. They are all coming from all sides. And that's like tsunami, the entire ocean is coming up, and he finds himself being drowned in the waters of the deluge. And he's in great trouble. He swims. How long can he swim? There is nothing. The entire world is drowned. And he didn't know what to do. Then he suddenly sees Nigrodha Potam Nidvishen Phalapallavashobitam Shayanam Parnamutage Pasantam Prabhayatamaham. Then at last he comes to a place where he finds a small branch of this banyan tree. In that banyan tree, in one of the branches, he finds there is one nice, beautiful patta, the beautiful leaf. It is slightly close-lying, and inside that there is a beautiful child. There is a very beautiful child. It was sipping its toe from the foot. It just took its toe, its feet, brought it near, and he was sucking it. And people used to ask, some of the bhaktas, why this sort of a darshan that God gives? Why should he suck his own feet? The Lord Krishna, he thought, he saw that all people are fond of his Charan Tirtha. Whatever was given after washing his feet, the people were all taking. He said, what specialty is there? Is it terrifically sweet? So he wanted to taste it one day. That is why he took his own feet and sucked it to find what is the specialty, why people are so fond of the water which washes it. The Charan Tirtha, Padodakam. When he went very near, when that child drew his breath inside, he went inside the child. Inside the child there is a very big world, and there was a Markandeya, there was his big ashram, all of them were there. He's wondering where I am. By that time, God began to exhaled his breath, and again he came out. When again he came out, he saw the same Krishna lying down on that small leaf. Kadaravinde napadarvindam mukharavinde viniveshayantam matasya patrasya puteshayanam badam mukundam manasasvarami. People began to do dhyan of that form. The form which takes by its lotus hands, the lotus feet, and keeps it in its lotus-like mouth. And now, again, he goes near the child. He wants to kiss that child. So nice, small child. When he went very near, it disappeared. It disappeared, he also disappeared, everything disappeared, suddenly he ceased. He is there in the normal way, he is sitting in his ashram. He wondered, what is this? The ocean is just like it was there originally. Nothing has happened. I am there back in my house. In the morning I prepared some khichdi for evening also. It is there still. Then where was I? For years I was going round and round in some child's stomach. He didn't know what has happened. And then he understands, this is Maya. So he wanted to see Maya, he has seen Maya. And now, Parikshit, he bows to Shukadeva and he says, now I am going to Turiya state. I have gathered from you what all is to be done. So I have nothing to do with the world. So I am now going to leave this body. Thank you very much. It is you who have helped me. And then he leaves his body. Before Takshaka comes and bites, already the bird is out. Bird is outside. And anyway, it has to be true. Then, along with one of the eatable articles, like a small worm, he comes, Takshaka comes, suddenly he becomes big and bites the king. The king is already dead and it bites him. Now, the Bhagavatam is being ended by him. In this way, the Sutta is ending it. It is the Sutta which tells them the story between Shukadeva and Parikshit. So he says, you see, this Bhagavata has got beautiful contents. Now he is making a summary of all. In the beginning, starting from the dissatisfaction in the mind of, say, sort of depression and dissatisfaction in the mind of Vyasa. Then Narada is coming and Narada giving him the method that you have described everything except the Leela of God. Natata Vasudevasya Leela Shakt Anurnita. You have not described them. You have described Dharma, Artha, Kama. But you have not described the glory of Bhagavan in his Leelas when he came as a man and played all people. And then he talks of the second, where the Chatusloki Bhagavata is there. Then he goes to the third. There he tells about the birth of Kapila, Kapilavadara and all that. Then fourth, there are 4 stories, including the Kshatriya, then Dhruva and all that. Then you come to the 5th. In 5th, the main stories of Bharata, Jada Bharata. And then the 6th. And then 6th is called Pushti or Anugraha, how the grace works on all fallen people. Even on Asura called Vritarasura. Then you come to the 7th skanda, where he tells the story of Radha and his father, Hiranyakashipu. Then they come to the 8th, where they tell the method of removing the vasanas. Vasana Nirasana skanda. And there, the story of Bali and Vamana are given, how, even though he knew that it is Lord himself, and by some means or other is going to take away all his, what all he owned, but he didn't mind, he gives him all, the Lord becomes big, and he measures by his feet. And lastly he says, come on, place your foot on my head. Then, after all these things like that, up to the 11th skanda, he completely describes what all that happened till he left his body. And then he says how all these Puranas were written. There were so many Puranas. Brahman, there's Srani, there's a Brahma Puran, there are 10,000 shlokas there. Then Padma Puran, there are 55,000 shlokas. Then Vishnu Puran, there are 23,000. And then Shiva Puran, then there was 24,000. Then Srimad Bhagavatam, then there is 18,000. Then Narada Puran, 25. Markandeya Puran, 9,000. Then Vani Puran or Agni Puran, say 15. Then 15,000. Then Bhavishya Puran, 14,000. Thus, last is Brahma Vaivarta and Linga. Linga Puran, 11,000. Brahma Puran, 8,000. Like that. There are 18 Puranas, and they also say there is another 18 Upapuranas, 18 main Puranas and 18 Upapuranas are there. And lastly he says, Ashtarusasram Sri Bhagavatam Ishyate. This is the last page. So this Bhagavata contains 18,000 slokas. And how is this Bhagavatam? Sarva Vedanta Saramyatve Brahma Atma Ekatva Lakshanam Is Vastu Advaitiyam Tanishtam Kavilyeka Prayojanam. This Bhagavata, it contains the essence of the entire Vedanta. Sarva Vedanta Saramyat Brahma Atma Ekatva Lakshanam. You are nothing but the Brahman. So, the ekatva or the oneness or the identification of yourself and Brahman, which is called the highest reality, both are the same. There is only one, so you are nothing but that. So, that even when we started, I told you about Shukadeva, that how ekatva bhava he had and all that. Vastu Advaitiyam, there is no two, this is the only Vastu. About that it is going to deal with. Kavilyeka Prayojanam. What is fun in reading this entire Bhagavata? There is only one benefit from that. And the benefit is liberation. You get your liberation by reading it. And then he says, Srimad Bhagavatam Puranamalam Naishkarnyamavishkritam Tachinvan Vipatan Vicharanavaram Bhaktya Vimuchen Naraharam. Here, jnana is there, and vairagya or dispassion is there, bhakti or devotion is there, and naishkarmya, how to do action and do not be affected by the results of the action. That is called the naishkarmya. How that can be done. So, a man who reads or hears along with bhakti, along with intense love, he gets liberated. Now, the last two shlokas. Bhave bhaveta bhakti padayostava jayate tatha kurushva deveshe nathastvanno yata prabho. Bhagavan, we, the readers, we, the hearers, we, the one who propounded this, we are all requesting you for one boon. In every birth, we should get that intense love for you called bhakti. Bhave, bhave, in every janma, yatha bhakti. Bhakti where? Padayostava jayate. Prabhu, Lord, Master, at your holy feet, let us be always glued and let us not think of anything else. We want intense love towards it. So please, you are our Master. You can do whatever you want with us. Please grant us this. The last one is, it is an ending of the first shloka. In the first shloka, he only told Janma Disetonvaya Ditarada Charte Shavikya Sivaratri. The entire thing, he finally says, Satyam Param Dhimahi. Let us always do meditation on that one Satya, the one final truth. But he didn't say how to do it and how to get out of the samsara, and that he is giving at the last. Not only that, he started with Param Satyam, he is going to end with that Param Hari to show that the ultimate reality, you may call it as Hari, you may call it as Krishna, is all that ultimate truth. Namasangetanam yasya sarvapapa pranashanam pranamo dukkha samanaha tam namami harim param. There is only one method. Namasangetanam yasya. Go on taking his name. Hare Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And once you take it, Sarva Papa Pranashanam. All your, whatever sins you have committed, all of them go away. I don't remember to have committed any big sin. I might have told on to small lies to my father at the most. And most of us, I don't think we have done such great sins as killing somebody and all that. So what is the fun in saying Sarva Papa Pranashanam? All of us have definitely done one great sin that is called the original sin in the Christian lore, in the Christianity. What is the original sin? By birth due to conditioning of lakhs of janmas, we think this body is me. So if body is gone, I am gone. If my body is okay, I am okay. This is what we have been thinking. This is the greatest sin that you have ever committed. The body never existed, it is only a delusion. Because there are several bodies, then you think, this is my favorite, this is my enemy, this is my chacha, this is my neighbor, this is my wife. All these differences have come because of that delusion. Then, all the papas have gone. Then what do you want? Everybody wants. I may not have any happiness. At least prevent any unhappiness. Let me not have any suffering. Let me not have any misery. Please grant me, Lord, that I may not have any sorrows or miseries. Pranamo dukkha samanaha. Just you do prostration to the Lord. Namaha, if you say prostration, then why pranama? Pranama is prakarshena namanam pranamaha. This is a special way of doing prostration. What is that? It is surrender. Surrender my Ichha Shakti, my willpower, surrender all my Jnana Shakti, my knowledge, and surrender of all my Kriya Shakti, all my powers to do, powers of action. So all the things I completely surrender to the Lord. And that complete surrender, body and soul to the Lord, that is called pranama. So it is not simply saying, it is so easy, I go just to do like that. God, remember, you have to give me moksha. No. This is pranama. Prakarshena namana. That is the special time, a special time where you completely dedicate yourself to Him. Lord, I am thine. You do as you want. You do as you want. Tukna doya pyar karo dwar bada tere. That's all. I have come and I am just at your door. You do whatever you want. Either you smash me or kiss me, I am yours. So, Dannamami Harim Param. Not this small Hari or Vishnu or Shiva. That Param Hari. Who is the Param Satyam? Who is that ultimate Lord? Who is that ultimate truth? Who is that ultimate reality? The one who is capable of taking away all your sorrows. Hari means Papani Harati iti Hari. Dukkhani Papani Harati iti Hari. The one who takes away all your papas and takes away all your sorrows, he is Hari. And in that, not this, your imagined Hari, not your imagined Narayana. I want that true Narayana in his true God, which is nothing. You cannot see him. So in that way, in that formless way, I want to see him as he is. So I bow to you all. I bow to you, Narayana. So with this is over. Let us just stop it. Just 2 minutes of taking the Lord's name. All of you will join me. Om Vrindavan Bihari ki Jai. Shri Krishna Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Satya Prajapya Paripalyantam Nyayena Vakyena Mahimmaisha Go Brahmane Vyasibhav Srityam Loka Svasta Sikno Bhavantu Kvale Vichad Varjanya Prithvi Sajarani Dekshavayam Chavarida Brahmana Sandrisbhaya Sarve Bhavantu Sakina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu Mahakashchid Dukhabhag Bhavet Kayena Vacha Amrasendriyva Buddhyatmana Bhagavate Swava Karam Yenta Sakalam Parasmai Narayana Yeti Samarpayami Narayana 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 Narayana